As we just mentioned, the UN peace envoy for Syria, Kofi Annan, has held a second round of talks with that country's president, Bashar al-Assad. He's handed the president a set of proposals aimed at ending the violence, but has also acknowledged the process won't be easy.
Let me say that the transformational winds blowing today cannot be resisted for long. I have urged the President to heed the African proverb which says, "You cannot turn the wind, so turn the sail." The realistic response to what we are living through is to embrace change and reform. Reforms that will create a solid foundation for a democratic Syria, a peaceful, stable, pluralistic, and prosperous society based on respect for rule of law and human rights.
The UN peace envoy Kofi Annan there. Our foreign editor Peter Cave joins us now from the ABC's Middle East Bureau via webcam. Peter, good morning. Well, Kofi Annan
good morning.
May be expressing optimism there, but a lot of seasoned observers in watching the situation in Syria would say that optimism is poorly placed.
Well, the main problems he faces are the fact that President Bashar al-Assad has said that he's not prepared to negotiate while there are still what he calls terrorists active in the country, and the opposition have said they're not prepared to negotiate while Bashar al-Assad is still in charge. So not much common ground there. As you heard, he said he's delivered a set of concrete proposals. The talks ended some hours ago. Kofi Annan has now flown off to Qatar to confer again with the Arab states that sent him there, and he'll also be talking to the UN. There's no announced plan at this stage to go back in, so it remains to be seen what his optimism is based on.
So it's essentially a wait-and-see process now for these international negotiators.
It is, but as we've seen, while the talks were going on, so was the fighting. Today, probably 34 people have killed, something like 100 were killed on Saturday when those talks were going on. Bashar al-Assad's forces are besieging the town of Idlib in the north near the Turkish border. There was more shelling on Homs today. 3 suburbs that are still occupied by rebel forces were shelled at Homs today, and there was fighting deaths around Damascus itself.
And as we heard, I think it was in the first round of talks between President Assad and Kofi Annan, the Syrian president has his own description, his own view as to who these people are fighting government forces.
He says that they're terrorists. They're there to destabilise the country. That while they're there, those terrorists, and he's linked some of them to various terrorist groups outside the country, including al-Qaeda. He's not able to talk or negotiate.
So really, it's a situation normal on the ground in Syria. I do read somewhere this morning, Peter, that there are going to be renewed attempts in the UN Security Council to force some resolution. But again, there are some key stumbling blocks there too.
Well, the Russian foreign minister was in Cairo over the weekend. He talked to foreign ministers of the Arab League. They tried to persuade him, but in the end they parted without any agreement. Hillary Clinton is apparently going to attempt to persuade the Russian foreign minister to soften his stance before the meeting later today. But again, no sign from the Russians of changing their mind, and the Qatari foreign minister is even pushing again to send in troops. He said that there's genocide going on and that UN and Arab League troops need to be sent in to ensure that any peace that is agreed really happens.
OK, Peter Cave from our Middle East Bureau, thank you very much for the update this morning.
Thank you.